Every morning you wake up, the world tries to tell you who you are. It whispers doubts, shouts distractions, and hands you a list of reasons why you shouldn't believe in yourself. But there's something stronger than all of that noise. It's the voice inside you, the one that's been buried under years of fear and comparison. Today it's time to dig it out. It's time to reprogram your mind with truths that shake your soul and remind you that you were never ordinary. When you open your eyes, before you reach for your phone, before you scroll through the chaos, say this to yourself: I am not my past. You've made mistakes, yes. You've fallen, yes. None of that defines who you are becoming. The past is a lesson, not a prison. You are your scars, you are the artist who paints beauty over them. And when you finally understand that, every failure turns into a stepping stone that only makes your foundation stronger. You must remind yourself daily that you are allowed to evolve. The version of you from yesterday doesn't own you anymore. Growth is painful, confusing, and lonely, but that's what rebirth feels like. The world fears change, but evolution is your birthright. Every cell in your body is proof of transformation. You don't need permission to outgrow the places and people that make you shrink. Say it again and again until your heart believes it. You are allowed to evolve. Some days you'll look in the mirror, not recognize the person staring back. That's not a bad thing. That's transformation showing up. Tell yourself, I am still becoming. Too many people stop at good enough, but you were never designed for mediocrity. You were built to shock the world with how far you can go. You are not done. You are not even close to done. You must also remind yourself that your dreams are not random. They are reminders of who you are meant to be. Those visions that keep you awake at 3 a.m., that restlessness inside your chest. It's not anxiety, it's alignment. It's your future self trying to wake you up. So when doubt creeps in, whisper to yourself, my dream is real. My dream chose me. Tell yourself, I am the energy I bring. Because every room you enter either rises or falls based on what you carry inside. Don't walk in trying to fit the mood. Set it. Don't shrink your power to make others comfortable. You are a vibration. The moment you decide to walk with purpose, the universe adjusts its frequency to match your fire. The next truth is this: I am not behind. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. You're not late, you're not slow, you're in divine timing. The comparison game is the fastest route to misery. The moment you stop competing and start building, peace will finally feel like home. You are running a marathon, not a race, and the finish line is yours alone. Say to yourself every day, I can handle anything. Because the truth is, you've already survived the things you once thought would destroy you. Pain did not break you, it built you. The storms didn't wash you away, they revealed your strength. Stop underestimating your own resilience. You are not fragile, you are forged in fire. Tell yourself, my value doesn't depend on validation. The world has made you believe that you're only worthy when you're seen, liked, followed, or approved. But your worth was printed in your soul before you were born. You don't need applause to be powerful. Silence can be your greatest stage if you know your own value. Every day remind yourself that you are a creator, not a consumer. The world tries to keep you busy watching others live their dreams so you forget to live yours. Break the spell. Start producing energy instead of absorbing noise. Your ideas matter. Your art matters. Your story matters. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs your truth. And on the days when everything falls apart, whisper this to yourself: I am still chosen. Because even in chaos there's meaning. Even in loss there's redirection. Life is not punishing you, it's positioning you. The detours are divine. The pain is part of the plan. Keep walking, the road knows where it's taking you. Every morning remind yourself that no one is coming to save you. And that's your greatest power. You are the hero you've been waiting for. When you finally stop waiting for someone to rescue you, you begin to rescue yourself. The moment you take responsibility for your life, you take control of your destiny. That's when everything starts to change. Say this every day, my voice matters. Because silence is where dreams die. Speak up for yourself even when your voice shakes. The world belongs to those who dare to use their truth as a weapon of light. Don't let fear mute your message. Someone out there needs to hear your story to find their strength again. Remind yourself that peace is not the absence of problems. It's the presence of perspective. Stop waiting for a perfect day to feel calm. Peace is a decision, not a destination. When you learn to stay centered in chaos, you become unstoppable. Nothing and no one can shake a mind anchored in clarity. And finally, tell yourself this: I am already enough. You don't need to become more to be worthy of love, success, or peace. You are complete now. The world taught you to chase validation. But true power comes from realizing you already have everything within you. You are the miracle you've been searching for. There's something deeply transformative about what you tell yourself in silence. The world can shout 1,000 things about who you are, but it's your inner dialogue that builds or destroys you. So every morning when you rise from the battlefield of yesterday, speak to yourself like someone who refuses to be defeated. Look in the mirror and see a fighter, not a failure. You've been through storms that others wouldn't have survived, and you did it without applause. That's not luck, that's power. You have to start telling yourself that you are a force of nature, not a wave that fades, not a spark that burns out, but a storm that redefines the sky. You were never meant to blend in, you were meant to disrupt. The world will always misunderstand people who were born to make an impact. Let them. You weren't sent here for their approval. You were sent here for your purpose. Every day, remind yourself that your mind is your kingdom. Guard it like gold. What you think repeatedly becomes your reality. If you feed your brain poison, doubt, gossip, comparison, you live in mental decay. But if you fill it with discipline, vision, and gratitude, it becomes your weapon. The world is full of noise trying to hijack your thoughts. Don't let them in. Protect your peace like your life depends on it, because it does. Say this daily: I will not waste my pain. Every scar you carry is a story of survival. Don't hide it. Don't regret it. Transform it. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every sleepless night, it all gave you data, wisdom, and emotional muscle. You're not broken, you're battle-tested. And that pain you carry, it's the raw material of your greatness. Forge something beautiful out of it. Tell yourself, I am building something they can't see yet. Because most people can only believe in what's visible. But greatness begins in the unseen. You're planting seeds in silence that will one day shake the world. People may not understand your work, your grind, your discipline, but that's okay. They don't have to. You're not living for applause, you're living for impact. Keep building even when no one's watching. Every single day, remind yourself that fear is just a signal, not a stop sign. Fear means you're getting close to something important. You can either run from it or rise through it. Courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you move anyway. You can't outthink fear, you have to outact it. The moment you face it, it loses power. Fear feeds on hesitation. Starve it by taking action. Tell yourself, I'm not in competition with anyone. Because comparison kills joy faster than failure ever will. You're not supposed to walk someone else's path. You're meant to blaze your own. Your journey has its own clock, its own rhythm, its own divine design. The moment you realize that, you stop running in circles and start running toward destiny. Whisper to yourself, everything I need is already within me. Because that's the ultimate truth. You were born with the tools, the instincts, the energy, the fire. The problem isn't that you're not capable. The problem is that you've forgotten how capable you are. Don't look for strength outside when it's been waiting inside all along. You are more equipped than you think. Say it until you believe it. I am not small. Because the world profits from your self-doubt. They want you to shrink so you don't disrupt the system. But your very existence is rebellion. You were born loud, bold, full of wonder, And somewhere along the way, life tried to dim you. Reignite yourself. Be too much. Be unapologetic. The world needs your fullness, not your filter. Tell yourself every morning, my story isn't over yet. You've turned pages that almost broke you, but there's still ink left in your pen. Don't close the book when you've only lived a few chapters. Life will keep rewriting itself as long as you keep showing up. Keep writing. Keep fighting. Keep believing. The best parts of your story are still unwritten. Remind yourself that discipline is a form of love. Love for your future. Love for your purpose. Love for the person you're becoming. Stop waiting for motivation. It's unreliable. Discipline is the real fuel. When you do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, you become unstoppable. Discipline turns dreams into reality, one ordinary day at a time. Say this daily: I am the creator of my energy. Because mood is not fate, it's a choice. Some days the world feels heavy, but you don't have to carry all of it. Choose your state like you choose your clothes. When your energy rises, your reality follows. Your vibration creates your world. Guard it with everything you have. You must also remind yourself that forgiveness is freedom. Holding on to resentment keeps you chained to the past. You don't forgive because they deserve peace. You forgive because you do. Every time you let go of bitterness, you take your power back. You can't rise if you're dragging the weight of old pain behind you. Let it go. Tell yourself, I am not a mistake. I am a masterpiece in progress. Because perfection is an illusion. You will stumble, fall, and fail, but that's not proof of your weakness. It's proof that you're alive, that you're daring to grow. The cracks in your armor let the light in. Every imperfection makes your story human, relatable, powerful. Don't hide it, embrace it. And finally, for today, remind yourself that your time is sacred. Don't waste it explaining yourself to people who've already decided not to understand you. Don't waste it chasing validation from those who couldn't even love themselves. Focus your energy on becoming, not convincing. Every second you spend in self-doubt is a second stolen from your destiny. Protect your time. It's your most valuable currency. Every morning, when you open your eyes, remind yourself that you're living on borrowed time. Not in fear, but in gratitude. You weren't guaranteed this sunrise, yet it came for you. You weren't promised another chance, yet you're holding one right now. That means your story isn't done, and your purpose is still breathing. Don't waste this day being passive. Let your existence roar with intention. Tell yourself that comfort is the most dangerous drug. It numbs your hunger, blinds your potential, and steals your years quietly. The most painful truth: most people never realize they're addicted to comfort until their dreams die of neglect. So remind yourself daily, I'd rather be uncomfortable chasing purpose than comfortable doing nothing. Growth never feels good, but it always feels right. Every day, whisper this: I am not tired, I'm transforming. Because sometimes exhaustion isn't physical, it's spiritual. The fatigue you feel is your old self fighting to survive, while your new self is fighting to be born. You're not burnt out, to breaking through. When it feels like you can't go any further, that's when you're inches away from your next level. Push through the resistance. It's not your end, it's your beginning. Say to yourself, I am responsible for my energy. Stop blaming the world for how you feel. Your emotions are messages, not masters. You can acknowledge pain without surrendering to it. You can feel anger without becoming it. Power begins when you stop reacting and start responding. The moment you master your inner state, you become untouchable in any environment. Remind yourself daily that love is not weakness. Compassion doesn't make you soft, it makes you superior. In a world full of ego and chaos, the one who stays kind has the greatest control. Love fearlessly, but with boundaries. Give without losing yourself. The ability to love deeply while staying strong is the mark of someone truly powerful. Tell yourself, I don't chase, I attract. Because chasing creates anxiety, but alignment creates magnetism. When you become the version of yourself that's worthy of your dream will find its way to you. You don't need to run after opportunity. It recognizes your energy. Stop chasing and start embodying. Become what you seek, and it will arrive naturally. Every day, remind yourself that your silence is a strategy, not a weakness. You don't have to announce every move. Real power doesn't perform, it prepares. The loudest person in the room often has the smallest plan. So work quietly, move intentionally. Let your results make the noise that words never could. The world respects action more than explanation. Say this every morning. I choose courage over comfort. Because courage doesn't always look like war. Sometimes it looks like showing up again after failing. Sometimes it's smiling while your heart is breaking. Sometimes it's walking away from what you wanted because you finally realize you deserve better. Courage isn't loud, it's consistent. It's choosing progress over excuses. Tell yourself, I'm becoming who I needed when I was younger. Every time you heal, grow, and rise, you rewrite the story of your past. You become the strength that your younger self prayed for. You give hope to others who are silently struggling. You break the generational patterns that once broke you. Every step you take forward redeems the pain that once held you back. Remind yourself that time will expose everything. Truth, loyalty, and real intention. You don't have to chase clarity. It always comes with time. So stop begging people to understand your heart. Stop proving your worth to those who can't see your value. Let time do the talking. The truth always survives, and real energy never hides for long. Whisper to yourself, nothing is permanent. Not pain, not joy, not success, not struggle. Everything is temporary, and that's what makes it beautiful. Life is in constant motion. The lows are just bridges to the highs. When you stop clinging, you start flowing. Learn to let go before life forces you to. Detachment is not indifference. It's emotional intelligence. Tell yourself that failure is a friend wearing an ugly mask. It's not your enemy, it's your coach. Failure doesn't define you, it refines you. Every time you fall short, life is simply redirecting you toward mastery. The only real failure is quitting before the lesson is learned. Fall forward, fail fast, rise faster. Say this every day, I am the architect of my reality. Because your beliefs are blueprints. Whatever you hold as truth shapes your world. If you think you can, you expand. If you think you can't, you shrink. Life bends around your conviction. So stop asking, can I do this? And start declaring, I will. The universe listens to certainty, not hesitation. Remind yourself that peace is louder than chaos. There's nothing more intimidating than a person who moves calmly in a storm. When you stop reacting to negativity, you starve it. Silence terrifies those who thrive on drama. You don't have to fight every battle. Some wars are won by walking away. Peace is not passive, it's powerful. And lastly, for now, whisper this with full belief. I was chosen for this. Every struggle, every setback, every heartbreak. It wasn't random, it was training. The fire didn't come to burn you, it came to purify you. You were never meant to live an average life. You were chosen for something extraordinary. And the moment you start telling yourself that every day, your life will begin to reflect it. Every morning, tell yourself, I am done apologizing for being powerful. The world will always be more comfortable when you play small. They will call you intimidating when you speak with conviction. They will label your confidence as arrogance. Ignore it. The truth is, they're not threatened by you, they're threatened by the version of themselves that you remind them they could have been. Stop dimming your fire. Set the world on it. Remind yourself that purpose isn't found, it's created. You don't stumble into your destiny by luck. You build it with discipline, sacrifice, and relentless faith. Too many people are waiting for a sign when they were born to be one. Don't wait for doors to open, kick them down. Don't wait for clarity, create it through action. Purpose doesn't reveal itself to those who sit still. It unveils itself to those who move. Tell yourself, I'm not waiting for the right time, the time is now. Because someday is the most dangerous word ever invented. It silently murders dreams. Tomorrow doesn't exist until you build it today. Every goal you delay becomes a regret in disguise. Act now, speak now, begin now. Perfection is the enemy of momentum. Life rewards movement, not hesitation. Say this daily: I will outwork my excuses. Because talent without effort is noise, and effort without consistency is nothing. The difference between winners and wishers isn't luck. It's discipline when no one's watching. You have to be obsessed with your own evolution. The grind isn't punishment. It's a declaration that you refuse to live in mediocrity. Outwork your doubt, your fear, your laziness. Earn your greatness. Remind yourself that success is not about speed, it's about endurance. The race isn't won by those who start fast, but by those who never stop. There will be days when you crawl instead of run, but forward is forward. Progress is not measured in miles, it's measured in momentum. Keep moving, keep breathing, keep going. Because consistency beats motivation every single time. Tell yourself that you are not broken, you are breaking open. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every ending has carved you into something wiser, sharper, stronger. Don't curse the cracks. They're the pathways for light to enter. You are not falling apart. You're falling into alignment. Everything that left was never meant to stay. Everything you lost made room for what's coming. Whisper this truth: my faith is bigger than my fear. Because faith is not blind, it sees beyond logic. Faith is the bridge between your now and your next. It's what allows you to walk through the darkness before seeing the dawn. Fear screams, what if it goes wrong? Faith whispers, but what if it works? Every time you choose faith, you rewrite the script of your life. Remind yourself that self-respect is non-negotiable. Don't shrink yourself to be liked. Don't beg for attention from those who couldn't see your worth if it hit them in the face. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. So stand tall, speak truth, walk away when your peace is at stake. That's not pride, it's power. Tell yourself, I am becoming dangerous. Dangerous not because of ego, but because of clarity. Dangerous because you no longer need external approval to feel alive. Dangerous because you're disciplined, focused and aware of your worth. The world fears people who have mastered themselves. Be one of them. Your silence, your consistency, your vision, those are your weapons. Say it again, I'm unstoppable. Because unstoppable doesn't mean you never get tired, it means you never give up. You may cry, you may break, you may scream, but you keep showing up. That's what makes you unbreakable. Every time life pushes you down, and you rise anyway. You teach the universe that you cannot be defeated. That's your legacy. Remind yourself daily that gratitude is your greatest wealth. You can't be miserable and grateful at the same time. The more you focus on what's missing, the poorer you feel. The more you appreciate what's already here, the richer your soul becomes. Gratitude turns ordinary days into miracles and chaos into clarity. Start every morning with thank you and watch how your world transforms. Tell yourself, I'm playing the long game, because overnight success is a myth. The real ones build quietly, consistently, patiently. They're not addicted to speed, they're addicted to mastery. You're not competing for attention, you're creating legacy. Every day you show up with integrity, you're building something that will outlive you. Legacy doesn't shout, it echoes. Whisper this when you feel alone. Even when no one sees me, I'm still becoming. Because greatness often grows in isolation. The best chapters of your life will be written when nobody's clapping, when nobody understands. Don't mistake silence for stagnation. Flowers don't make noise when they bloom. You're growing, even when it's unseen. Tell yourself, I forgive myself for every version of me that didn't know better. Because healing isn't about forgetting, it's about understanding. You did the best you could with the awareness you had. Now you know better, so you can do better. Don't let guilt chain you to a past you've already outgrown. Forgiveness is the final step before freedom. And finally, say this one last truth with every heartbeat. I am limitless. You are not bound by circumstance, past or fear. You are infinite potential wrapped in human skin. Every day, life gives you a choice, shrink or rise. Choose rise, choose power, choose purpose. You are the miracle, you are the storm. You are the light the world's been waiting for. Say these things every day, and your life will no longer be something that happens to you. It will become something you create, one thought, one truth, one decision at a time.